What if I told you that your constant stress, overthinking, and racing thoughts are not a personality flaw, but a nervous system that is overwhelmed and searching for calm? What if a single crystal, used correctly, could help slow your thoughts, relax your mind, and bring emotional balance? Stay with me till the end, because what you're about to learn about amethyst may completely change how you deal with stress and overthinking. In today's fast-paced world, stress has become normal, and overthinking has become a silent habit. We replay conversations, imagine worst-case scenarios, and struggle to quiet the mind before sleep. Across ancient civilizations, from Egypt to Greece to India, one crystal was trusted to calm the mind and protect mental peace. That crystal is amethyst. This video is not based on myths or blind belief. This is raw, timeless knowledge, used for centuries, explained in a grounded, practical way for a global audience. Amethyst is a violet-colored crystal formed when iron and natural radiation interact with quartz over millions of years. Its frequency is naturally soothing, slow, and stabilizing, which is why it has always been linked to mental clarity and emotional balance. Stress is not just emotional. Stress is stored in the nervous system. When the nervous system is overstimulated, the mind cannot rest. Amethyst works by gently calming neural overactivity, especially in people who think too much, feel too deeply, or absorb others' emotions easily. This crystal is strongly connected to the crown chakra and the third eye chakra, the centers responsible for awareness, perception, and thought patterns. When these centers are overloaded, overthinking begins. Amethyst does not stop thoughts forcefully. Instead, it slows them down, organizes them, and creates mental breathing space. People who benefit most from amethyst include overthinkers, empaths, highly sensitive individuals, students, creators, healers, and anyone dealing with anxiety, emotional burnout, or restless sleep. Amethyst is also known for its effect on sleep quality. Many people place it near their bed to calm the subconscious mind and reduce nighttime anxiety. It doesn't sedate you. It prepares your mind to let go. Let me share a simple story. A woman once said, "My mind never stops. Even when I'm tired, my thoughts are louder than my body." She had tried meditation, affirmations, and journaling, but her nervous system was already exhausted. She didn't expect much when she started using amethyst. She simply placed it near her pillow every night. The first change wasn't silence. The first change was space. Her thoughts slowed just enough for her to notice them instead of drowning in them. Within weeks, her sleep deepened, her reactions softened, and her stress no longer controlled her decisions. That is how amethyst works. Quietly. Gently. Consistently. How to use amethyst? You can wear amethyst as a bracelet or pendant to keep its calming frequency close to your body throughout the day. You can place it on your work desk to reduce mental pressure and emotional overwhelm. You can hold it during deep breathing or meditation, especially when your mind feels chaotic. For best results, cleanse your amethyst regularly using moonlight, sound, or incense smoke. A clear crystal holds a clearer frequency. Important truth. Amethyst is not magic. It does not replace therapy, medical care, or conscious effort. But it supports your nervous system while you heal. It reminds your mind that peace is a natural state, not something you have to chase. And here's something most people don't talk about. Amethyst does not work the same for everyone. Its effect depends on your emotional honesty. If you resist slowing down, the crystal will feel silent. If you allow yourself to pause, it becomes powerful. In the next part, we will explore how amethyst interacts with emotional trauma, subconscious patterns, and intuition, and why some people feel emotional release after using it. If this video gave you clarity, don't forget to like it, it truly helps the channel grow. Subscribe for more raw, conscious knowledge on crystals, energy, and inner healing. And comment below, because I want to hear from you. Here's a question for you. Do you overthink because your mind is active, or because your nervous system has never been taught how to feel safe? Share your perspective in the comments. Your answer may help someone else feel understood. If you are still listening, this part is important. Because now we move beyond stress and into the root of overthinking. Overthinking is not always about logic. Very often, it is unresolved emotional memory stored in the subconscious mind. The brain keeps replaying thoughts because the nervous system believes there is unfinished business. Amethyst works at this deeper level. This crystal has been used for centuries not only for calm, but for emotional detox. Ancient healers believed amethyst helped the mind release what it was holding onto unconsciously: grief, fear, guilt, and suppressed emotions. Modern understanding aligns with this. When the mind feels safe, it stops looping. Amethyst supports this sense of safety by stabilizing emotional waves. Many people report something unexpected when they first use amethyst. They feel emotional. Sometimes calm. Sometimes reflective. Sometimes even tearful, without knowing why. This is not weakness. This is release. Let's return to the woman from earlier. One night, while holding her amethyst during deep breathing, a memory surfaced. A moment she had buried years ago. Not dramatic. Not traumatic in the traditional sense. Just something unresolved. She didn't analyze it. She didn't judge it. She simply felt it and let it pass. That night, her mind rested without effort. This is how amethyst teaches the mind to heal, not by force, but by permission. Stress activates the sympathetic nervous system, the fight-or-flight response. Overthinking is the mental expression of this state. Amethyst encourages parasympathetic activation, rest, digestion, and recovery. When the body feels safe, the mind follows. This is why amethyst is often recommended for people dealing with burnout, emotional fatigue, decision paralysis, and chronic mental noise. It doesn't numb you. It regulates you. Amethyst and intuition. As the mental noise reduces, something else becomes noticeable. Your intuition becomes clearer. Overthinking blocks intuition because intuition is subtle. It speaks softly. Amethyst lowers the volume of mental chatter so inner guidance can be heard. This is why artists, writers, healers, and spiritual seekers are naturally drawn to this stone. It doesn't give answers. It creates clarity. However, amethyst is not for constant stimulation. Using it continuously without grounding can make some people feel disconnected or overly introspective. Balance is key. Pair amethyst with grounding practices, walking barefoot, hydration, journaling, or physical movement. Peace should make you present, not detached. Here's something rarely shared. Amethyst responds to intention. Not spoken words, but emotional honesty. If you use it while multitasking, scrolling, or avoiding feelings, its effect remains subtle. If you use it in stillness, even for a few minutes, it becomes transformative. In the next segment, we will explore how to program amethyst intentionally, how long it takes to show effects, and why some people feel an instant shift while others need time. Before we end, remember this. You are not broken because you overthink. You are not weak because you feel deeply. Your mind learned to protect you the only way it knew how. Amethyst is not here to silence you. It is here to remind your nervous system that it is safe to rest. Peace is not something you earn. Peace is something you allow. If this message resonated with you, like this video, it helps more than you realize. Subscribe for conscious, honest content that respects both science and energy. And comment below, because your voice matters here. Ask yourself, what would your life feel like if your mind trusted silence instead of fear? Write your thoughts in the comments. Someone out there needs to read exactly what you have to say.